dreams about yesterday. My favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic.
Hi everybody and good evening. I have my hot tea ready for this evening of decorating, and this is so exciting because it's the first year that we've been in this home, and you know this room in particular is all white or mostly white, so it's not going to be difficult to make this room look like a winter wonderland. And that could be hard to do in South Florida, but I'm going to do it, and we're going to use items that are very simple to find. I'm going to start with one of those faux furs that I bought at Z Gallery for the media room, and I'm going to put that on a sofa just to cozy things up. You know, it doesn't get super cold down here. We do have some cool evenings, but tonight is not one of those, so I simply put some candles in the fireplace because it's just a little warm to light a fire. But we're going to put this faux fur right here on the sofa. And then I have a pillow with a reindeer, a gold and white reindeer. So I've had that for ages. So it worked out perfectly. I've been unpacking boxes and finding all kinds of things that are going to work. But then I've also found a lot of things that are not going to work. And I think I'm going to have to get rid of them because things that I had to decorate for Christmas for other homes just don't seem to work here. Maybe because it's so open and airy. But this is a good start. And I already had these items. So we have the candles, we have faux fur, and we have Christmas pillows. Now the next thing I'm going to do is decorate this mantle. Then we're going to put up a Christmas tree, and I cannot wait because I have lots of guests coming for the holiday season and I am ready for them. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a burgundy velour tracksuit. I have had it for ages, but if you Google burgundy tracksuits, you will find that they are out there in every price point. Apparently, they're back on trend, so I'm glad I kept mine, and it's perfect for Christmas. So let's get started. I am going to move a lot of things out of this room that are not going to work for the holiday season and bring in the things that I have found while I was rummaging through boxes that I'm unpacking. And some of those items are these planters that you see on the mantle. We're going to decorate those. You'll remember they were in my library in the last house I decorated. And so let's get started with that. I've decided to use them for now. I haven't decided where I'm going to use everything that I have, and as a matter of fact, I have been cleaning out, and it's sort of therapeutic to get rid of a lot of things that you have, but it's also can be sad because you want to use them and you can't, you don't know what to do with them, but I'm using everything I can. And so I still have all my decorations, and I don't use the same decorations every year. I have them stored away and then I change things up just a bit. But I have these sprays of pine needle and pine cone, and I'm going to put these in first.
To fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your attention.
And if you've watched me decorate mantles before, you know that I do it just by tucking them away wherever I want to, and I don't put a lot of thought into it, except I know what I'm looking for. I just don't want to go to the trouble to put styrofoam and grid off the vases and things like that. If it's necessary, I'll do it, but if not, these are only going to be up for a few weeks, and then I can take them right back down, and that's what we're doing with these. We're just tucking them in. I have these silk poinsettias or poinsettias, however you pronounce it. And I am going to tuck those in with the pine needles. Only because I think it would look pretty. I thought about red. I have the red, but I didn't want that super pop of color this year. Another year I might do white and red and green, but this year we're going with a different theme. And so let's put these in. I can't wait for you to see the entire room when we're finished, because I think you're going to enjoy it, and maybe you'll get some ideas for your Christmas decorating. Never been one to use real pine, real Christmas trees, real poinsettias, except I'll put real flowers out right about Christmas, maybe a few days before Christmas, because I kill them. They just die immediately. I think the house is so dry that with air conditioning or heating, it's going to dry them out. So in order to enjoy the decorating or the decorations for several weeks, I just use silk plants. Now this is silk mistletoe, and so I'm going to add this. I thought it would add an element of whimsy and be very unstructured. And I've talked about this before, about breaking that plane on your mantle. You don't want everything right on top of the mantle. You want to have it hang over just a bit, or you can have it hang all the way down the sides. It's up to you. It just looks a little more thought out, or maybe just the opposite. It looks like it's just more natural to have things that aren't just lying on top of the mantle. Now let's add a bit of glamour. I have these glittery gold feathers. I fell in love with these when I saw them, and I believe I got them at Hobby Lobby. And if you're like me, you don't buy retail. You buy after the holidays and get the best bargain, and you can get these for almost nothing.
This time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday.
I think I have a couple more of those, and if I run across them, I'll add them. But for now, I think that's about what I want. I want to keep it somewhat simple, but make it look very lush, have a luxe Christmas, and that's where we're going to leave it for the moment. But I may come back and add a few more things.
We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow.
I think that might be it for the mantle, but I always say that, and then I keep adding. Like, I found this one ornament in a box. All my Christmas decorations are over here. I would show you, but it's a disaster. If I can find 2 or 3 more of these, I'm going to add those to it. But I'm going to keep this one to the side just in case I do find those. And I'll show you a picture of it when it's finished. But we are going to decorate a Christmas tree. I have 3 huge boxes over here that contain the tree. It's an artificial pre-lit tree that I ordered last year. And that tree is, I think it's 12 or 14 feet tall. And it's going to be beautiful because it's white. It's going to be lit, and it's going to be gold and maybe some silver. We'll see. We're just going to kind of wing it. And so let's get started. I know that this tree is going to be a big job. going to do is start decorating, and I'll show you this up close, and then I'll pull back the camera so you can see the entire tree when it's decorated, but right now we're just going to do it more up close, and I think I'll have to bring the ladder back in, and we may be here till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, but it's going to be fabulous. So what I'm doing with this ribbon, and actually it really is ribbon that came on a spool, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me put it up against this dark, maybe you can. It's like fishnet, and I'm just pulling it apart and making it very wide, and then I'm going to cut it in pieces about 6 or 8 inches long. This one may be a little longer than most will be. And then you want to take it, twist it, and use a twisty. You know these little twist ties? You're going to tie it with this on the end, on each end, because we're going to tie this to the tree, and it's going to look as if the ribbon is woven in and out of the tree, but you don't have to use one huge long piece of ribbon, and you have a chance to manipulate it to look exactly like you want, not dealing with, say, 25 feet of ribbon. You're dealing with maybe that much. That's it. We can do this. Now, we're going to start with this up close from the front, and it's just going to fill in and make it even more glittery. See, I'm just twisting it on one little branch in the back, and you won't be able to see the bread ties at all, especially these. These are white twisties, but if you can't find a color that matches your tree, just tuck it farther back in the tree, and you can hide it with ornaments or other ribbons or whatever you use to decorate. So I'm going to cut another piece, and we're going to have this run all the way through until I run out of ribbon. I'm not even measuring. See how we do that? Just twist it, and then on the other end, I'm going to do the same. And I only put maybe 1 or 2 twists in it because you need this bit to attach to the tree. See, I have one on each end, and then I fluff this out, stretch it out, and we're going to put this one, let's say, here. Now, you see how this looks like it's woven in and out, and I'll put ornaments in here to disguise it. Using ornaments to disguise the hangers and the secrets that you use on your tree is not that difficult. So we're going to continue this, and then I think I'm going to have to get that ladder to get all the way to the top, but I'm going to show you how this turns out when I get finished. You can see that gold mesh running through the tree. It looks like it's woven in and out of the tree, and I have it from the top all the way to the bottom. So now, and I will put a close-up of that so you can see it later, but now I'm going to put some other decorations that you will be able to see. Actually, this one goes on a doorknob, but it's large enough that I think the scale will work. So let's put that right in the front. Let's hang it higher. How's that? Oh, that's much better. And then I have this ornament, and it reads Paris. And this is the only sentimental ornament I have. It's because my husband and I went to Paris on our honeymoon, and every year I put it on the tree. I have these beautiful sequin birds, and that reminds me, last year or the year before, I made this centerpiece with the birds I'm going to find that and put that in this room. And I'll link the video for it at the end so you can make it too. So I'm going to put these up. It's one of the glitzier trees. And all sorts of ornaments that have gold. I'm leaving all the other ornaments out because I may put up another tree upstairs for guests, and I might use a green tree with different ornaments, but I am weeding out some ornaments that I probably will never use. Well, I'm going to try these. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. I ran across these in a box, and they are glittery branches of sequins, and they're green. They're bright lime green, like chartreuse green, but I really kind of like them, but it may stand out too much. Let's see what happens. I'm going to bend these down. This one looks too much like broomsticks. Bend it down a little bit. Mess it up a bit. And we have the more traditional ornaments with gold and glitter. I have these branches that have gold berries, and I'm going to make it a little wider by stretching them out a bit. And let's put those right here. If you like to decorate the way I do, I could do this for days. So I will probably decorate most of the tree, look at it for a while, come back and finish it up. I haven't decided what I'm going to put at the top of the tree. Usually I'll have a beautiful bow made. I am the world's worst bow maker, so I usually have it made and it's all nice and fresh, and I'll probably put that at the top. But let's see, I might come across something because I'm running across some real treasures in these boxes over here. Some of these branches, I could sit and pull them apart forever. They've been squished in a box for God knows how long, and then it's been in our garage since January of last year. So it's really squished and it's never been used. So you can imagine how long I have spent opening up those branches. It may look easy to put these trees up when you watch them on YouTube, but there's a lot more work goes into it than you see. You get to enjoy all the pretty parts, but you know, it's really worth it because it stays up for so long. And if you put your tree up early, many of us will put our trees up before Thanksgiving. I haven't, but I know that a lot of my friends do put their trees up very, very early, so they stay up maybe 6 weeks. You might as well do it correctly or do it the way you want to see it, because you're going to look at this every single day for 6 weeks. Look what I found. Those beautiful glittery birds with real feathers. I found these at a florist years ago. Bought them and I've used them almost every year. Not every year, but I wrap them up so I can use them whenever I want because I don't want to lose them. I'm afraid the feathers are going to come off eventually. But let's put these up, and guess what? I found some more of these ornaments that are going in the fireplace arrangements. In a minute, not going to do it right now, but I'm going to put it to the side. Look what I found. That's the still life that we made with the birds and the eggs. And I think it's been a year or two that I made this. It still looks good. I need to clean it up a bit, and I'm going to put it on the coffee table. But I'll put the video for that at the end of this. So if you're interested in making it, I'll show you how I did it. love to see your Christmas trees. So DM me a picture of your Christmas tree and put a Christmas tree in the comments so I can know that you're in DM. Sometimes I don't check the DM for a long time, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please tap the subscribe button, and don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram. Happy holidays!